So somebody asked me if I had a recommendation of a brush that already comes with Procreate that's similar to the Max Ulichney Marker Multiply brush, which is a brush that I typically use in all of my drawings and paintings. And what I actually recommend doing is going to the drawing brushes in Procreate. And there are two things that I feel like you can do to most of these brushes in this category that will kind of help you get that marker multiply brush look. I'm gonna show you with Oberon. I don't know how to say it, but this brush. So the first thing I recommend is turning on the classic taper. So if you click on the brush and it'll bring up your brush studio. And then if you go to taper and then go all the way down and make sure that classic taper is turned on, if you're using this especially as a line art brush, I feel like it helps give you just a little bit of a sharper line. And the second thing I recommend doing is actually just turning down the opacity of your brush while you're working, which you can actually do using the slider on the side here. And the reason I recommend this is because whenever you layer the marker multiply brush, you can see that as you layer it on top of like the same stroke line, it creates like a darker line where they overlap, and I really love that effect. So to kind of get that look with this brush, if you turn the opacity down, you'll get that same kind of effect. So I have classic taper turned on, and I have my opacity of my brush turned down. And now I'm going to just draw this eye really quick. So obviously this is not going to be, exact to the marker multiply brush, but I do feel like it gives a cool effect where you still get that like textured look. You can still use it as a line art. You can use it to shade certain areas if you want. So yeah, I highly recommend.